Yo, what's up, Team Handsome Guy? It's your boy Ryan back with another YouTube video. And today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about brands and basically cheap brands and brands that I find myself shopping at that don't cost a lot and make you look really good. So with that said, I just want to touch on that for a minute because I get this question all the time in my Facebook group and to my email. I don't advocate that you go out and spend a ton of money on clothes. The whole point of this is to, go out and experience life wearing your clothes. So I don't want you to spend all your money on clothes and not be able to go do fun shit and do stuff to have a life. So with that said, there are certain instances where it does pay dividends to buy a more expensive stuff. And I'll get into that in a second. But first, let me just explain that I don't live in an area that has a plethora of awesome stores to shop at. I live in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's right outside of Tampa. It is a wealthier area, and we do have cool, shopping centers. But the mall that I go to is smaller. It's about 5 minutes away from where my studio is, and it's kind of a shithole. It's not like a good mall. It's not that nice. The nicer mall that has a lot of the cooler shops like Nordstrom's, Bloomingdale's, and all those, that's about 20 minutes away. So I don't find myself going there. So like you guys, I tend to just shop it with what's near me, and these are the stores that I find myself always gravitating to. Now, also, these stores fit into my street sharp style that I've kind of been evolving and working on over time. If you guys have been watching my videos, I've been talking about that. Also, I've put together an orientation guide. You'll see the link below this video. It's a PDF. It downloads right to your computer. Check that out. Explains a little bit more about it. Plus a lot of stuff, links to my best content, things of that nature. So let's talk about brands that I find myself over and over again shopping at. Number one being H&M. I know it's cheap. I know it's China. It's made in China. I know that they are considered a sweatshop or whatever. There's a lot of controversy there. I don't care. They make clothes that look good and they're cheap. This jacket I'm wearing right now is from H&M. It was $20. I wear it all the time. The downfall with H&M is although they're considered more fast fashion, so I find myself buying a lot of, a combination of Dapper pieces and a combination of streetwear pieces because they do have a plethora of everything. So just know that with H&M, it's not going to last that long. Some of their stuff does. I have had this jacket now for a few months and I've been wearing it quite a bit. Seems to be holding up good. There are certain gems that you can find at H&M, but generally, it's not going to last that long, but that's why it's cheap. So by the time you need a new one, you're probably on or evolved your style a little bit and you want something different anyways. The only thing I recommend is they have the crew necks and the V-necks and the stretch fit tees. They're less than $10. They're always good. They always look good, but don't dry them because they shrink. So moving on, the next store that I always find myself shopping at is Express. This polo is from Express. Now I don't buy a lot of stuff from Express. For the most part, Express is really good for the staples like a white dress shirt, black dress shirt, gray dress shirt, navy dress shirt. Once you get those, get them tailored, you're good. I don't buy any pants from Express, really, rarely ever. I buy a lot of their stretch crew necks and V-necks, which those are a step up from the H&M, but still I never dry those because they tend to shrink. And they have cool stretch fit polos. That's kind of where I generally find myself shopping when I get Express. And a tip for Express is join the Express Next. It's not a credit card, but you accumulate points if you shop there and you get rewards and coupons and things. So that's my number 2 place. Third is Zara. Although I don't have a Zara at my closest mall, I do tend to buy stuff there when I go over to the nicer mall, which is 20 minutes away. They do have, a lot of nice stuff there, and I like Zara. Next up at the cheaper mall, I always find myself going into Old Navy. Old Navy has a lot of cool stuff as far as, the staple pieces like cardigans, sweaters. Occasionally they have good jackets and blazers. Old Navy's kind of hit or miss. You never know what they're going to have, but they always have sales as well. Next up is going to be JCPenney's. Now, I don't buy a whole lot of stuff from JCPenney's, but like Old Navy, JCPenney's has gems, and you never know when those gems are going to show up. For example, the JCPenney Stafford Deacon boots, I've been wearing them all the time. They're an amazing boot. You can get them for less than $60 when they're on sale. They are awesome. Now, to preface when to buy something that's going to be, when is it okay to buy something more expensive? For example, I really like the JCPenney Stafford wingtip boot. If I wanted to invest, I would get an Allen Edmonds wingtip boot, but that's $400. So it's I'm wearing a 50, I really like it. When those wear out, let me upgrade to a $400 one because I know I'm gonna wear the shit out of it. That is you buy investment pieces, and when you're wearing stuff a lot and you know you will, that's when you go for the nicer brands. So yeah, JCPenney's, they always have you know, some decent shirts, and you never know really what you're gonna find. Outerwear, their JCPenney Ferrar or JCP Ferrar line of suits is a great budget suit. You know, you definitely have to get it tailored, but it's a great budget suit. Yeah, now those are more, I know Zara and H&M are kind of a mixture of, like, you know, higher fashion stuff, but like I said, I like to combine dapper and I like to combine street style, merge them into one, and that's what I call street sharp. So I find myself shopping at more streetwear places. Most of these are going to be online. Now these aren't expensive. Number one being a company called Hyper Denim. They make really good jeans, especially with the zipper bottoms, the stretch jeans. I've been wearing them a lot lately. They've been doing really well. They've been lasting a long time. They're only like $60 with a 20% coupon code, which is always on their website. Another company I like is called Elwood. They make a lot of cool jackets and sweaters and sweatshirts. They're always on sale, less than like 50, 60. But the number one streetwear store I find myself shopping in all the time, which is at pretty much every mall across the country, is PacSun. I really like their scallop tees, their sweaters, their crew necks. PacSun has really stepped their game up as far as when it comes to everyday items, like your everyday wear, like t-shirts, denim, pants, crew neck sweatshirts, hoodies, like denim jackets. PacSun really has a lot of cool stuff, and a lot of it sells out fast, so I would recommend you check their site a lot. But yeah, like those are pretty much where I shop. And majority of all that comes from stores like H&M, Zara. There's another one, Cotton On, but I don't know if a lot of people have that. But they're hit or miss too. But the main bulk of what I buy and what you see me wearing in these videos is H&M, Zara, Old Navy, PacSun, JCPenney's, and some of the streetwear brands. That's it. I do spend a lot more time looking for nicer shoes. I do invest in my footwear. I think everybody should invest in quality footwear because your shoes say so much about you. I've been talking about that a lot. So there is not one place that I shop for shoes. I shop all over, tons of places. So yeah, but that's gonna be cheap brands that will not let you down, that you can always find stylish stuff. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's your boy Ryan. If you haven't yet joined my private Facebook group, you'll see a link under this video to do so. Lots of cool stuff going on in there. Lots of guys interacting, helping each other become better men, which I think you'd be a good fit for. As well as, if you see the link too, it says orientation guide. It says teamhandsomeguy.com/orientation guide. That's a PDF download. It's free. It goes through a lot of what I talk about. It encompasses all the styles that I show you, and it really will help you out if you're new to Team Handsome Guy. So check that out as well. It downloads right to your computer. It's a PDF. That's it for this video.